Hi friends, I'm Khurshid Kotwal and thank you for joining in to hear me. I am contesting for the council elections, Southern region. Okay, my vision is that I envision making CA Pakistan a best-in-class designation, which is accepted globally and is a launchpad for aspiring leaders. So what do I mean by that, and how does that work? So based on this digital era, I believe that a lot of upskilling and skill set changes are required in today's day and age. Artificial intelligence, robotic processing automation, blockchain and other technologies are going to change the way we live and work. So let me give you an example what exactly is happening in the world. When I shared my vision with somebody in Canada, he told me, I very well resonate with it. It is not a thing of the future. It is actually happening. I was hired in a big bank to implement IFRS, but the bank also bought a bot, and the bot implemented the IFRS. The bot did the closing. The bot did all the work for reconciliations. The bot did all the analysis. So I asked him, "Tumne kya kiya?" And he said, "I reviewed and said the bot is correct." So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are leading, and that is why we believe, and I believe, that a new skill set is required. It is not that I am undermining the accounting or the auditing profession, but what I'm suggesting is that we require more competencies. And the competencies that will be required are, of course, on the leadership side. We need to build leaders who are able to execute and implement business strategies. So what am I actually talking about? I'm talking about a shift in the direction. I'm talking about that from the CFO mindset, we need to move into a CEO role. And that does not just come naturally like that. We need to develop skill sets through trainings, developments, and accreditation programs. Another very important tool or skill I believe we should be having or enhancing are your analytical skills. This, if we do not guard them or we do not enhance our skill set in this area, somebody else will come and take this area away. Now let me explain what I mean. Today in the world, there are digital scientists who are not finance experts. They are experts in mathematics, statistics, and technology. And they are called data scientists, and companies are using them around the world. And these data scientists, and if we do not skill our people with the right skill sets, then this area will also go away from the finance function. When I worked in Unilever, where I worked for 18 years, I rose from the rank of an assistant manager to a corporate finance director. And when I was the factory controller, the accounting, over and above the accounting function, I also handled supply chain areas. I handled buying, I handled planning, I handled production planning. As the years went by and I moved into different areas, what I saw was that supply chain became a separate expertise. We, as the finance, did not protect this or did not build those expertise. And now a new set of experts came in and took that area away from finance. A similar thing has happened to us on the IT side. When I was a trainee student, IT used to report or IT functions were handled by a CFO or head of finance. Today, it's a separate level of expertise. So the same thing is happening on the data analytics as well. So we need to build skills. We need our people, our younger people, to learn things like Python and R languages, because that's the future. Your Excel will be outdated in 5 years' time. And therefore, we really need to, if we want to go ahead, we need to have the new skill sets through training, development, and accreditation. This is what is going to be making our brand a globally accepted brand, a best-in-class designation. There are other competencies as well. I think communication is the most important to me. Communication is not about language, it's about inspiring and motivating people so that they do what you want them to do or they follow the course of action. These are the kind of competencies we need to build in our CA profession. I won't go into the micro details, but yes, we do need these sort of skills, and we need to come up with different programs, so like some of the other institutes do. Okay, the next area that I would like to work on is on the employability area. I believe that because the dynamics, the job dynamics will change, it's going to be more of a gig economy, more of freelancing, more of outsourcing, more of business process outsourcing, etc., and entrepreneurship. And we therefore need to build the entrepreneurial mindset. We need to train our people so that they feel confident to start their own businesses or startups. These are the kind of trainings and encouragements we need to build. Also, what we need to do is we need to showcase the talent of our people. So that they can shine, they can be seen by the outside world as well. So again, it's very important that for our students as well, we build programs with the skills and competencies that I mentioned, including exposure on entrepreneurship, so that our students who become the future leaders are able to shine in the marketplace. My third and last point is on the promoting the CA brand and the fraternity. I believe that we need to promote the brand, and there's a lot that we can do in this area, and especially in the different geographies, we need to make CA Pakistan more relevant, more meaningful on the ground for our members, for our students, and within Icap, I believe we can go for some new ways of working too, by empowering management on execution, whilst the council focuses more on the strategic and the governance matters. I also believe that Icap is very uniquely positioned, and we can play a big role in public interest entities. In the end, I would just conclude by saying, giving a brief background, that currently I run a consultancy company. I'm also on the board, and I worked in Unilever for 18 years. Contributions to Icap, I believe I am one of the few ones who almost 5 years ago brought the digital awareness and digital literacy at the Icap table, in the shape of conferences, in the shape of research papers, etc. The other area that I feel happy about is the nurturing program to attract young people, especially girls, to the profession. The remaining information is mentioned, which you can go through, and you can reach me out on LinkedIn as well. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.